Hello, wonderful followers and subscribers of Holy Ghost Son. I hope this video finds you well. If today is your first day of coming across my video, I want to say a big thank you to you for stopping by. Guys, I want to show you guys the update of the appeal court case, right? That will determine the fate of wicked lawmaker, all right? That High Court already dismissed, all right? Now, God is granting Governor Fubara victory. I'm telling you, the Port Harcourt people are happy. But before I show you that video, I'm going to show you guys a video where we can vow never to control Governor Fubara. And this Wike said in that 1 minute video is going to shock you to know that this guy is the father of all liars. And if you go online competition with Satan, that guy he go defeat Satan with experience. Guys, this video is very interesting. After you watch that video, we are going to watch, to see how God they disgrace Wike and his lawmaker. How did they become a show of shame to the people? I'm telling you guys, please help me give this video a thumbs up. Please like it so that Facebook and YouTube can recommend. Above all, please make sure you share it. Thank you.
Two things before we go. One is we have 2 minutes. We hope we can do this. We've seen successors turn against their predecessors in politics.
Yes, yeah.
Would you be worried if that happens to you?
Why? Is he serving me? Was he going to serve me? He wanted to serve the state. The problem we have, or leaders have, is that look, you succeeded in supporting the person to be in office, right? What you did, is it for him to fail or to succeed? You want it to come into your house to be taking orders? You want your wife to go into tell him, this is what I want to do, not what. You see, once you have left office, you give yourself that respect. I say, I have done my own. If you want my advice, it's okay. If you don't want my advice, it's okay. But for me to begin from day to day, telling you must do this.
And more importantly, this is the same. And if you look at his affidavit, where he swore that by 11th of December 2023, he has left the PDP for APC. And suddenly they are running back again to say they are back in PDP because they are desperately looking for an opportunity to acquire any legitimacy with which they will cause this confusion they are doing in Rivers.
The Court of Appeal in Abuja has reserved judgment in the appeal filed by a former Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amehule, and 24 others against Speaker Victor Okojumbo and 5 others. The appellate court adjourned after parties in the suit adopted all their briefs in the matter. At the proceedings that was conducted virtually on Thursday, Amehule and others are asking the court to stay execution of a High Court judgment which saw them out of office and further proceedings in the suit, and that whatever decisions Jumbo has taken while in office should be set aside. The appellant are also asking for accelerated hearing in the matter, while contending that the order made by the trial court was without jurisdiction. In their response, the respondents prayed the court to dismiss the appeal for lacking in merit on grounds that the records of appeal transmitted was incompetent. After listening to the submission of the lawyers in the appeal, the 3-man panel led by Justice Jimmy Olukayode Bada reserved the date for judgment to be communicated to parties in the suit. The appellate court had in a ruling on June 14 ordered that all parties in the suit maintain status quo and cease every form of hostilities until the matter is heard and decided. This was to later rest a motion ex parte brought before the court by the appellant seeking reversal of a High Court judgment that declared their seats vacant as lawmakers.
People that their seats have been declared vacant, people that committed political stupidity when they left their own political party when there was no issue, swore to affidavit before the Federal High Court that they have left PDP as of 11 December 2023. Now struggling to come back and say, oh, they forgot when they were singing on your mandate we shall stand. They forgot with the flag flying, and when the speaker was reading the campaign letter on the floor of the State House of Assembly, they forgot about that, or they forgot about the fact that they swore an affidavit that they are no longer PDP members. Suddenly now they are running all over the place in the night looking for where they can obtain a court order that can say they are now lawmakers and they are still inside PDP when they say they have left the party. You see the political immaturity and lack of experience both by those pushing them. You think you can just commit all these political harakiris and then there will be courts that will be willing to give you some papers in the night so that you can now say you're a lawmaker. There's no way they are coming back. If they want to be lawmakers, they can go and remove all those cases in court, and then they could conduct the by-election as soon as possible. If they are popular, they can win. If they are not popular, that's the end of the story. So it's the end of the road for them. So if they like, they can sleep in Abuja, where they are currently sleep, or hibernate somewhere in their meeting room in a 2-bedroom in Emuhabu.
The appeal court also stopped the State High Court or any other court from entertaining the matter until it is decided. A River State High Court in Port Harcourt had on May 10, 2024, stopped Martin Amehule from parading himself as Speaker of the River State House of Assembly. The court gave the order after considering a motion brought before it by the new factional Speaker of the House, Victor Jumbo, and 2 others, to the effect that his seat had been declared vacant. Justice Charles Wally, while ruling on the motion ex parte, also barred 24 other members of the Assembly from accessing the complex or carrying out any such legislative assignment in the name of the River State House of Assembly. Dissatisfied with the verdict of the State High Court, Amehule and others approached the appellate court.
It's on this note that we are calling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, let those working for him and those who have joined his party not do anything that will lead to the collapse of Nigerian democracy. We all remember what happened in the Wild West and those constitutional crises and electoral crises of the 60s, in 1983 and thereabout, that led to the collapse of our democratic structures. We should not put Nigeria in a situation whereby, despite all these pressure citizens are going through, then you do something that is unlawful that can lead to collapse of democratic governance in Nigeria. We don't want that to happen to Nigeria. That is why we're saying the president needs to call those working for him to order to allow democratic institutions and the government of Rivers State to function. And in ending, it's important we draw your attention to the decision of the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal, in his decision a few days ago, made it very clear. And let me quote what Justice Hama Akawubaka said. I have equally studied prayer 6, 8, and 11 prayed by the applicant. A critical study of the prayers deals with the substance of the issue on appeal, and dealing or granting the same will be tantamount to determining the issues on appeal at this interlocutory stage, which this court will decline to do. The conclusion is that the application succeeds in part. Prayer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 are granted, while other prayers stand not granted. This is very clear. And what are those prayers? Prayer 1 that was granted to those pro-Wike lawmakers, that an order for accelerated hearing, an order for leave to complete and transmit record of appeal, an order deeming the record of appeal completed, compiled and transmitted by the appellant and filed in this appeal as record of appeal. An order abridging the time allowed by the rules of this honorable court for parties to file their brief. And then number 7, an order staying further proceedings, not stay of execution. That's what was granted. And what was rejected? The Court of Appeal rejected granting them an order staying in execution of the expected orders of interim injunction, which restrained these same lawmakers from parading as members of the River State House of Assembly. The Court of Appeal also rejected to grant them an order of injunction restraining Jumbo and the River State House of Assembly from implementing and enforcing the decisions of that court, including the governor. The Court of Appeal also rejected an injunction they were seeking to stop the leadership of the River State House of Assembly from parading themselves. The Court of Appeal also refused to set aside the meetings and sittings and proceedings and deliberation of the River State House of Assembly presided over by Jumbo. That means the decisions, the reversal of those illegal amendments of the local government law and everything that was done is legal, because the Court of Appeal refused to allow the pro-Wike people to void it. And the Court of Appeal also refused to grant an order setting aside all action, state, decision, or resolution of the River State House of Assembly presided over by the Speaker, Okojumbo. So I don't know where they are getting the fake information they are finding about. The Court of Appeal rejected any attempt for those sacked 27 lawmakers to make any law or the validity of any law they have made in the past. The Court of Appeal refused to grant that application. So what you have today is what Okojumbo is doing, which is the rightful Speaker. So I don't know where they got those fake information they are banding up.